Hey guys, it's Beltbox here, and welcome back to another video of Old Faithful here, Beltmatic. It has been a moment, and by moment I mean like 3 or 4 months since I believe the last video of this was on the channel. So I have been waiting to play this game again, and I'm glad that it's back. So we're gonna jump right into it here, continue onto the YouTube save. So a little bit of context here. If you watch the last one, the 8th one in the series, and skip all the way to the end, you will, well, first watch it all the way to the end, but if you skip all the way to the end, you'll notice that we left off on a lower level. So my explanation about that is that somewhere, somehow, I don't even remember when, I recorded another video of this series, and I cannot find it. It does not exist. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, we're on 994, level 20. We unlocked level 20. Well, I unlocked level 20 on some mysterious video that doesn't exist. So, all right, let's look around a little bit. Now, again, it has been like 4 months since I played this. So controls, got to get back used to them. All right. So we need to produce 994s, and we need to bring in 8,000 of these. Ouch, that's a lot. And then we unlock extraction level 14. And for those of you who are new, extraction 14 just means that I can extract the number 14 now, which are these numbers. And essentially how you extract numbers to input them into the hub, you just take your extractor here, put them on there, and you just take a conveyor belt, run it out, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of 2s coming out. And I can feed those numbers directly into the hub here, which you see. And most of the numbers that are going into the hub right now, you could tell they're a little random. They are going to this upgrades menu here. And the upgrades are what's going to improves our stats as far as conveyor belt speed and for other modules and stuff down the road, which I'll explain here in a moment. But okay, so I guess first thing we focus on, let's think here. First thing we focus on is these 994s. How am I going to get 994? So I think the largest number I'm producing is 867. And I'm producing 2 conveyor belt worths of them. Do I need 867 for anything? I need 849s. Okay. You know what I can do is make an entirely new system for 994. Do we have 6s? We do. So I can make 1000s and then just subtract 6 from that, and I'll get 994. And then I could take these 867s and I can turn them into 849s, which I can use as well. I like that idea. We're gonna do that. Okay, let me think here. All right. I guess let's focus on making the thousands first. Do I have... I don't... I mean, I could make 999s. Right? My brain's already broken. Okay, so let's find a 9. Do I even have 9s? Oh, I do have 9s. There's a 9 all the way down here. Is there one closer? There's one up here. So I'm going to start up here. I'm going to place down my extraction level 11 here. I'm going to place down a 9. So essentially what I'm going to do... Oh, shoot. Because I got to times it by 10. Okay. It's going to be a little more complicated, but what we're going to do is we're going to... 9 times 11 is going to get us 99. Right? Yes. And then we're going to take 1 minus 11, which they're not in ideal spots, but that's okay. 1 minus 11, and that's going to give us 10, and then we're just going to multiply 99 by 10. And that should do it, right? Yeah. Unless I am thoroughly messed up. I am totally not looking up a calculator for simple math. I am not stupid, right? I am stupid. Okay, no. Okay. So what we're going to do... I had to do a calculation for a moment because I was confusing myself. So what we are going to do is we're going to take 9 times 11 is equal to 99. And then 99 times 10 is going to equal 990, and then I'll just add I'll just add 4 to that. Which, do I even have 4s? I do have 4s. Okay, so it's going to be a multi-step process here. So I guess first of all, let's pull out how many can I pull out from an extractor? I can pull out 5 full belts of material at once from this extractor. So I guess let's start off by grabbing 5 belts here. All right, that's 5. And what I mean by that is I can pull out 5 continuous streams and satisfy the amount on the belt entirely. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. All right, so we're going to do the same rule we usually do for these Beltmatic videos. We're going to do each conveyor will satisfy 3 of these. Ooh, did this game get an update? I don't remember it's saying like 3 or how many I had placed. That's actually new. I didn't realize this game got an update. Okay. Okay, so each of these belts of 11 is going to go towards 4 of these multiplication modules here. So I just need 8 more. There we go. Actually, I need I need even 1 more. There we go. All right. Now, it should be simple enough. I just connect 4 of these into off this one conveyor. I just connect this one conveyor to 4 of these modules. I'm sorry if it sounds like confusing, because trying to figure out how to explain this is confusing to me as well. Not that it's confusing, it's just I'm trying to balance between thinking and doing at the same time and explaining at the same time. And if you've ever seen any Beltmatic videos from me before, you know that I absolutely suck at this. So the reason why I'm going slower and making it sound way more complicated than it already is because I'm trying so hard to explain it without screwing up at the same time. So there's your backstory to why that's like that. All right, there we go. 1 more. 1 more. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's all these in. Now I need to take the 9s. We're going to run 5 belts off the 9 as well. Try and be neat about it at the same time. It just makes it easier for everyone to understand. Now, usually I would skip these parts in the video so you guys wouldn't be watching this, because it can get a little boring at times. Or I don't skip it, but I time-lapse it. But the first one I always like to leave in so you understand what is kind of going on. And even still, I try and leave in as much as I can. Alright, so again, same as the 11s, each conveyor belt of 9s will satisfy 4 of these multiplication modules. And really quick, before I get too deep into this, okay, 99s are indeed coming out. That is good. That is very good. That is good for business, my friend. That is good for business. Okay. Next set, going in here. And we just got to do this 3 more times afterwards. Fairly simple stuff. I am surprised I have not screwed up yet. You could type, let's find a word that you can type in the comments to show that you've watched this far, because I know only like 9% of you do. The word is 9. Just type 9 in the comments down below. And later on there'll be another secret word. If you stick around, you'll find out. We're almost done here though. No, we are not. No, we are not. No, we are not. I almost just... Never mind. Oh my gosh. See, I'm doing it. I'm talking and I'm getting distracted. I was going to say, I thought for a second that we'd only put 3 conveyor belt lines into, or connected 3 modules instead of 4 to this one belt, but we did. Oh my gosh. I'm sure this sounds so confusing to everyone. I'm sorry. All right, there's 4 in there. Just got to go back and make sure. Yeah, so in the past, recording these videos, I have had quite a bit of trouble with talking and thinking and doing at the same time, and it always ends up with me screwing something up. Luckily, we made it through this entire setup here without screwing up. Now, I'm going to also pull out all the conveyors and make sure they are all 99s and I didn't connect something backwards for some reason. Because that has also happened before, and it is absolutely embarrassing when I figured out I accidentally connected two 11s to the same module instead of the ones I was supposed to. It looks like we're good though. Now, if you guys know a more efficient way to do this, let me know in the comments below, but this is my method of thought right now. Okay, so now we just got to make 10s. So we're going to come down here. Actually, you know what? I don't have to use 11s. If there's a... There isn't. I was going to say if there's like a 13 and a 3 right next to each other, that'd be easier than... I guess it wouldn't. We'll just do this. So we'll grab our 11, we'll grab our 1. And I think what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of, yeah, it's going to satisfy 5. So, each conveyor belt of 11s is going to satisfy 5 of these subtraction machines. The reason I say that is these subtraction machines or modules, they work much slower than the multiplication ones, so I can afford to include more. Now, this is case sensitive, so I need 11 minus 1. Because I've done it many times before where I put 1 and then the 11 in B and then that has screwed up. Or 1 and then the larger number in B and screwed that up. So that is a thing. Now each of these are going to go into 5 of these modules. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we're just going to continue to do this. Again, this part is staying in the video because, yes, it's my decision. There we go. That is only... no, that is 5. And we just do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I like these modules, the subtraction modules, much better than the multiplication modules because it's much easier. They're much more compact. However, them also being compact means I have the ability to screw up a lot worse because I pack everything super close together, and I feel like that's going to be a mistake at some point, but we'll work with it either way. And then the last set here, there we go. And if you guys are enjoying this video, you guys can always go and leave a like and comment down below. Of course, comment the word 9 down in the comments. That's your secret word. You are obligated to do that, totally. Okay, and I need to grab my 1s, grab 5 conveyor belts of these. Take them up here, like so. Very straightforward stuff. Shouldn't be too difficult for me to do, but I'm sure I'll screw up at some point. And these are going to all go into the B input. Yes, the B input. Now, before I connect them all, 10s are coming. Okay, I did a thing. I am doing it correct. Now, some of you might wonder if the reason why I struggle so much with doing this sometimes is because I suck at math. No, like I do not suck at math actually. I actually happen to have a really good education in math. I just hate doing math, and I purposefully go out of my way to avoid doing stuff with heavy math. That's how much I hate math. Now, that doesn't mean I hate this game. I absolutely love this game actually. I find it very very fun to play. It just pulls at the logic part of my brain. The logistical part. Because it's all about logistics here. And making things more efficient, which I happen to be very good at. So I like it. Now, you can obviously tell I don't do math very often because I have lots of shortcomings and shortfalls when I'm trying to do the math to do this. And again, it's not because I don't have a good education in math. I actually was really good at math in school. I just don't like doing it. I absolutely hate doing it. Okay. Now, these should all be 10s. Check our work. It appears to be so. I swear if I pull one of these out and it's something other than a 10. I think I was very careful though. I think I spaced everything out perfectly. Yeah, these are all 10s. These are all 10s. There we go. There we go. There we go. There are a lot of conveyors coming out of this machine here, this whole setup. Oh boy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. But trust the process, because the process is good and it appears to be relatively efficient as well. All right, so there's 10. So now I got to combine these two. Now, the question is, I got to multiply 99 times 10. So, hold on. My math part is working. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our multiplication devices here, and we're going to do 4 per belt, and we're going to do 4 sets of that. Perfect. That should be good, I imagine. I think we can satisfy all that. Should I do 5? You know what? I'm going to do 5 because I'm pulling out 5 belts per, and all this is divisible by 5. The same with this is all divisible by 5. They should flow evenly into this. And I'll show you guys what I mean here in a second. So we're going to take 5 of these. These conveyors are going to be connected together into one. And these are all going to go into the A input. So 10 times 99. And that's going to go to 4. Each one of these conveyors is going to get a little bit longer. I hope I left myself enough room now that I think about it. I think I did. I think we're good. It's just going to be really compact, which there's nothing wrong with that, especially if it's incredibly efficient. We're being space efficient here. Not that space is a concern by any means at all. Why did I build it? I built it really far up now that I realize. Huh. By the way, you can really tell what we've done. How much stuff we put into this so far just by all the stuff running around everywhere. Oh my word, dude. Oh my word. This, I think, is still the most efficient setup we have right here. This thing turns out 75s like a madman. Now, I think that was my favorite one to build as well. But this one, I actually like how this one's going. I think it looks relatively good as well. It looks clean. It looks clean. Very clean. I'm proud of it. Okay, let's pull out the next set here. Next set of 5. And you can see just how slowly these subtraction machines are working over there. They are not fast. That's why I included an extra module for each conveyor coming out, so I can make sure I'm producing as much as I can, because I'm producing much. I think I'm, even with having 5 per on this compared to 4 per on this, I think I'm still producing these faster just because of how much faster the multiplication modules work compared to the subtraction. So that is a thing, but I think we'll be good. Now, let me check something here. I think we're good on space as well. Hold on. How many more sets? Okay, yeah, we're good. We are going to be brushing up to this next set when we do these far ones, but that's okay. And you'll see what I mean here in a second when I go to actually put them all into the next 4 modules here. So far, I don't think I've screwed up once. If we could do this entire video, if I can get through this entire video without screwing up once, I would be proud of myself, because that will be a first. Actually, I don't think it'll be a first, but it'll be a first for the Beltmatic, I think. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now 4 of these. Yes. Comes out of each. You know what I'm gonna do really quick? Like that, okay. Now I know where to take this conveyor and run it straight down. And then we're gonna take another set of 4, like so. And I should be able to take out 5 conveyors out of all these 16, I believe, here. So that should be good. Hold on, I need to make sure I connect all these first. Now these are all going into the B inputs. See, the thing with making everything so tight and compact like this is it kind of gets hard to see where your conveyors are going and where you're putting them into. I think that's why I screwed up so much building these not complicated, but these really compact setups, and why sometimes I accidentally connect two of the same thing into one of these modules is because it's so tight sometimes that I'm kind of struggling to see, or it's not as easy to see where I'm connecting them in. And it just kind of skips my mind a little bit. Now, how I pulled these conveyors out is not the most efficient. I should have had the farthest one be the closest. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to explain it. Or I should have taken this one all the way out here and then have the farthest one be inside. But who cares? Who cares? Really, who cares? It gets the job done. Hold on. 990s. Okay, I had to be sure. I had to be sure. I did not want to have to completely delete everything because it's so gosh darn compact and redo it all to get it right. Because I would do that because I care too much. All right, there we go. Might as well get it right the first time so I don't have to go back and redo it again. Oh boy, that would suck. All right, there we go. And now I just need to connect the last 4 after I do these. And then we will have our 990s. And you kind of get the feel for this game. You know, it's repetitive, but honestly, the way my head works and the way I enjoy these types of games, it really is not boring. I'm actually having a blast right now. It may sound like it's a little boring and some people may find it a little boring, but I am having a blast right now playing this. All right, there we go. One more. And this should be all of the 990s produced. Now, the real question of how much we're able to produce will come down to when we actually extract them all and run them into conveyors down to here. That'll show where each of these, where the shortfalls will be in the system. I'm hoping there won't be any. I'm hoping I left enough, or I was able to get the capacity up to a good amount here. And I think we're going to combine these 5 into 2 conveyors just to make sure they're 100% full. Of course, after I add the 4s, or yes, add the 4s, because that is a thing. I'm just pulling out every single one of these to make sure that they're all coming out the right way. There we go. Now I need to grab a 4. Oh, the 4s are way down here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to run these conveyors all the way down. Just like this, because I don't see a reason to combine them again. And then re-separate them out when they get down here. So I'm just going to run them straight down and we'll just attach the modules directly onto these things. Because I think that would be the best way to do it. So, yeah. All right, so this has been done. This has been done. Now, what we're gonna do is really simple. I'm just gonna take each one of these little green things here, little green things, and I'm just gonna lay them out, one for each conveyor of 990s. And these I think are even faster than the multiplication machine, so these should zip through really fast. Nice and easy, like so. And this should give us 2 conveyors stocked to the brim full of these 994s that we need. So this should be relatively easy going here. Relatively easy going. Now, I know I just skipped a bunch of extending conveyors out, and now I'm doing it again, but who cares? So I guess the next secret word that you guys have to type down in the comments is going to be, what was the other one? 9. So we'll make a code. So this one is going to be 9. Or no, last one was 9. This one's going to be 90. So in the comment section, when you go to type out the code, it'll be 990. And maybe I'll include another number. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. And I'm going to do the same. Each one of these 4s conveyors is going to satisfy 4 of these addition modules. I just said 4 a lot there. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Each conveyor will satisfy 4 of these modules. And I'm going to pull out 4 conveyors. And this is going to give us our 994s. I think that's simple enough. Okay. This should give us, hold on. Check. 994. Now, really quick. Yes, okay, I am right. I just had to verify that I was doing the right thing and I wasn't screwing up somewhere and just doing something completely different. So I think we're good. There we go. And I just got to do one more set here. One more set. And perfect. Perfect. And this should be all of what we need. 994s, and I just got to take 2 conveyors and run them down to the hub. Like so. Let me make sure these are all the same. Now I should be able to take 8 of these. 6, 7, 8. Combine them into one conveyor here. Like so, run them down. That does not look right. Hold on. Where did I screw up? Something's not right. Maybe I'm just dumb, but hold on. Let me verify. If I pull out 8 from here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I pulled out more than 16. I pulled out 20. I didn't even know that. Okay. I didn't know I had 20 conveyors here. I thought I had 16. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we produced more than I even thought we were producing, so good stuff. See, that's what happens when I talk and I try and do things at the same time. I end up making mistakes like that, but you know what? It works out. Now, we might even be able to pull more off this. I don't know. Now we're going to run this down there. Try and keep everything linear and keep it from doing a bunch of ziggy-zag weird stuff. Where's the hub at? Hub is essentially right here. So we'll take this. That, and we should just be able to run this straight down. I screwed up. We need to go like 3 more over. Like that. Now I can run it all the way down. And look at that. It lines up perfectly with that corner. You cannot ask for something better than that. Now, this is going to be the real test. As we watch this for a moment, as it fills up, how is our production looking? Looks like we're maxed out here. We're not maxed out. We are producing the output we need. We're filling our belts entirely, and we're not even at maxed out production yet. So that's good. I could probably even run a 3rd conveyor, just combine these 2 edges here and run another conveyor, and it may even satisfy a whole nother conveyor, and we may be able to run 3 in. Up here, this is what I'm concerned about, but we appear to be doing good with it. I don't know why there's this big gap here and here. That's a little odd. Why it's in the middle like that. I don't know, but I know that we are still managing to keep up. Yeah, these are perfect. So everything's looking really good so far. I mean, time will tell as our system gets a little bit more worked into it. So, yep. Now we just gotta get 8,000 of those in there. So that'll take a little time. But I guess while that's happening, we can go look at something else to do. What other numbers do we need? We need, what is it? 849. What do we have? 67, 867s? Yes, we do. So what I'm going to do here is delete this. Delete each of these conveyors. Like so. We don't need to be importing these in for any reason. So they really don't serve a purpose. Make sure I reconnect all of these. So these keep going in. I think these are all going in for a reason. Unless I'm wrong. 757s. Do we need those? No, I don't know what we're doing with the 757s here. But they don't need to exist. Oh my gosh. That's the contraption we built just to make 757? all this? That's insane. 332. Do we need any of these? Or 751s, not 757. 332s. We do need those. 454s. We do need those. 19s we need. 22s we need. 75s we need. 29s. Do we need 29s? I'm just checking through to verify we need all these. Okay, we do. Okay. 751s, I don't know what these are doing here either. Let's cut them off for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with them. Maybe I can turn them into a different one. I can turn them into 797s because they're close to that. Anyways, let's not worry about that. We're going to worry about this 849 here. Out. So we need to, okay. Let's come down here to our 857s or 67s. So essentially what we need to do is we need to take away 28, 47. No. We need to take away 18. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying. We need to take away 18. Not 28, 18. Away from this. Because 18 minus 67 should leave us 49. So 18, what can we do to get 18? I mean, really, there is no really good way. I mean, we could do 6 times 3. Is there a 3? There are no 3s close by. Oh, goodness me. I guess we could come all the way down here. Is there a 6 anywhere near here with a 3 near it? There is right here. Okay, so we're going to stop this conveyor belt right here. Let's just delete it all the way up. There's no point in it existing. And then I'll reconnect these 4s. What are these going to? The 332s. Okay, we need that. All right. So essentially what we need to do is minus 18 from all of these. So what actually, you know what I'm getting? Well, okay. First we need to make 18s. So what we're going to do is we're going to make, how many of these should I do? 12. I'm sure 12 will, well, I got to do 2 conveyors, so 14. Let me redo this entire thing so I have more room. Let's do 20 of these. 5 per. Let's do 16. Yes, 16. We'll do 16 each. So that means 4 per. Should be good. That's not what I meant to do. So 4 conveyors for 4 modules. 4 conveyors on 4 sets of modules. So that should be good. So I'm going to skip ahead this part so you guys don't have to watch me do this all over again. But I will catch you guys in just a moment after I have endured the long, grueling task of connecting all these into this setup here. And I will see you in a moment. All right, and here we are producing 849s, which, double check, is what we need. So now I should be able to take all of these, put these into a conveyor, and run them straight to the hub. At least that is the hope. Try and line it up here. Okay, hold on. Make sure, there we go. Run it all the way up, you know. It's not perfect, but I'm not going to rerun that whole conveyor. We'll just hook it up like that. It's good enough. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And that should bring in these so we can upgrade to extractor level 5, which will give us, or we're at extractor level 5. We'll go to level 6, and that will give us 6 belts. We'll be able to pull out 6 belts of material out of one of these, which would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. By the way, we are over halfway done. About 60% done or so. 67%, 68%. I don't know what that is. Calculate that down in the comments below as well. Yeah, so I guess we just wait for these to be done. I'm gonna monitor this over here. We appear to be producing them relatively efficiently. I may be able to even pull out another set here because, yeah, it looks like we are having gaps. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab one more because we have a 1 number gap. You know what? I'm gonna grab 2 just in case. And there should be enough here to just be able to run off of these 2 because it seems to be producing at not even max capacity. So I think we'll be good if we do this. Let's run these in. 849s. Now it's monitored to see if there's any gaps. Doesn't appear like it. Appears like we're catching up. That's good. That's good. That's good. Perfect. 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 Yeah, you can see just how spotty it was being sometimes before, and then now it's just a solid line. That's good. I like it when it works like that. Of course, I still could probably pull out more, but I don't want to run a whole nother conveyor up here. There's no reason to. It's just for an upgrade, so it's not really of massive importance to, yeah, it's not really a massive importance. Plus, we only need 3,000 of them. We don't need a ton. Belt level 4, 270s, 6.1K. Perfect. There we go. Not gonna lie, I was looking away from the screen and I heard the icon appear, but there we go. Level 21, 1955. Guacamole, that's insane. You know what? Honestly, we could just take the 900s, get rid of the 90s, take the 900s, make a 55, something that makes 55, and then just do 1,000 plus 955. That would be the easiest thing to do. So we'll be able to use these 900s again. Coming up. Well, and next we unlock extraction level 15. Finally, we get a number that can equal 1,000. Like, even, oh my gosh, we haven't had like a 5 increment. How do I say it? Oh my gosh, I can't even think about it. But yeah, we haven't had like a 15, a 10, or a 5 at all. Well, we have 5. But nothing that, you know, I didn't get a 10. I didn't get extraction level 10. I got it 11, which was incredibly annoying. Especially for making thousands and stuff like that. So this is good because I could do, yeah, it's just good. So I'm glad we're getting a 15, even though we just unlocked 14. It's so weird that they're close together. But 1,955s, and we need 9,000 of those. Well, I guess you guys will have to wait for the next episode to find out whether or not we get there. Anyways, I would like to thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below. Again, code word is 990. Code word is 990. Put it down in the comments below. Anyways, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Whoop!